completely fooked.
Yeah, that one's gone.
There you go. And the other one fooked as well.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today we're just going to go over a few of the parts we've got for the BMW Mini. As you can see here, we've got this metal bracket piece here, which is our suspension top mount with this. It's got like a bull race bearing in there, and I'm assuming that's what's failed on the original one. Not quite sure how that goes in, but I guess that fits in from underneath as those holes line up. So I'm guessing that sits from underneath there, and those bolts go on, and I would guess the strut has to come up through this, and then that's what you see on the top here. Obviously this one's pushed right up, whereas this one is sitting sort of low down in there. So I think somehow that's obviously punched its way through the old one, and then is sitting really high up, and I guess the spring sits around this piece underneath, so that whole suspension is going to have to be taken apart and come out. So we're going to get that looked at. Right, and then we've got this piece, which is for the exhaust. So we've got these two rubber hanger pieces which bolt onto the underneath of the car, and we saw those where they had all collapsed and fell to pieces. And then this big bracket piece, it's like a big strap that goes around the exhaust box itself. Then we've got a Bosch oil and air filter, so that was the air filter. That one's the oil filter, and then I bought some new wipers, which I've actually just been playing around with. I've just fitted those. Let's just put the bonnet down. So we've got these blade pieces. These are just one whole flexible blade rather than the individual arms and the wiper blade. So they look quite nifty and they work quite well. I had a little play around with them earlier. There was one more thing we had. When I was going through the car, I noticed there was a load of water in here. This had a big puddle in it. I took all the toolbox out and cleaned it all out and dried it and everything. And also, I mean, that's not wet there, that's just the shadow from the light, if you're just wondering what that is on camera. But these little rubber things, you can pull them out, so I took those out to drain and clean all the water out, got it all nice and dry. And we've had some heavy rain and nothing's come back in yet, so I'm still trying to figure out where that leak came from. And that's probably why this piece was a bit grubby and all soiled and everything, but I've cleaned that up nice. You can see that looks really clean now, that piece, top and bottom. But yeah, it's a mystery where the water came in, but when I was giving the car a clean, I did go through all these rubbers and clean all this off. This was really dirty, and all along here, which it's got a bit dirty again already. So maybe it was leaking in through there. I'm not entirely sure, but we have a possible roof leak or a boot leak that needs further investigating. And now we're in the car. I've just started the car up, and we do have another fault which I discovered as well, which is with the air conditioning. You press the button which lights up green. You don't get any engine change of the revs or anything. The compressor hasn't come on, and then that light starts flashing there, which I assume is some sort of error to say that it's not working. Let's go and have a look in the engine bay. Now, compressor, I don't know if you can see down there, we've got the little compressor unit there which is not turning. Sounds a bit squeakier as well than when we last had it running. Now, just check that as well, and there was no pressure in there. Let's just turn the car off for a minute. Yeah, so basically the compressor's not spinning, but then had a little look and just poked that quickly with a little end of a cable tie, and there was no pressure in there. Now I've had a look at the condenser at the front here, which is, I think, the thing for the air conditioning, and I can't see any damage, but that's likely where any damage would be if anything flew through the front grille and hit it, like a stone or something maybe. So if a stone hit that and broke it, that could probably leak. But I'm going to get that checked out tomorrow, see if this is able to hold pressure, and also tomorrow we should be getting these suspension and the exhaust parts done. So I'm going to try and film that as well. I'll get as much of I can on camera if the garages will let me do it. Obviously I'm not going to do these parts myself, because that suspension, that needs to be done with it up on a ramp, so I will be paying for that to be done as well. And that's about it really. That's all I've got to report so far on the Mini, because obviously with that suspension being damaged like that, I haven't been able to drive it. So and the other thing is, we need to do the parking sensors. We need to figure out what's wrong with those. There is a couple of other things as well we need to do. So tomorrow we're just going to concentrate on getting the exhaust hanger done, the brackets and the rubber mounts and things that should fix that, and the suspension, the top mount, that's got to be done tomorrow, and hopefully the air conditioning will be done and working tomorrow. I've got a smudge on the front of my lens. Nope, it's still there. Oh yeah, hang on, that was one thing I remembered. This mirror, you can see the mirror glass, it's got a little bit of damage just in the middle here. It's cracked. It's not so bad though, you can hardly notice it, but I'm going to see if I can get a replacement glass for this as well, and we'll change that out. But yeah, apart from that, that's it really. So stay tuned, we'll do another video tomorrow recording what's going on with the repairs, and then we'll get that uploaded as soon as we can, and we'll see how the progress goes. I'm going to keep a record of all the costs involved as well, so we can tally up at the end what it's cost us to do it all, and we'll go from there. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching, stay tuned, please like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.